Welcome to 11 Jackson Coffee. Here at PSIMET, my name is Rob Curtis. I'm the owner. We thought we'd take you through while we got some time here in the winter and show you how we like to brew our coffee in-house for customers. We use a system called the V60 from Hario. It's a pour-over method. Very popular, very easy for almost anyone to do. We feel like it opens up the flavor of the coffee itself, especially for our 11 Jackson Hecklers blend, which is our main blend here. I'll go ahead and show you kind of how that works. First, we always take every cup that we've got. We try to pre-warm it if it's going to be a ceramic cup done in-house. If it's a to-go cup, we don't necessarily pre-warm them. Not as big of a deal. But this is your Hario V60 filter. This is what's actually called the V60. That's the version of it. You're going to put that there. We take a paper number 2 filter, fold it into place, drop it in. We like to brew our coffee at 203 degrees Fahrenheit. It's really about 190 or so by the time it actually starts getting in there to brew. But we always take some water that's at temp and we pour it over our filter paper. And this is strictly to eliminate that paper taste, that filter taste, when you start brewing the cup. Once that's done, we go ahead and grind up some coffee. Here we use a Forte Barazza grinder. We have our preset weights. We're going to pull 17.3 grams. If you notice, it's about a medium grind. You're going to want something in the medium to slightly on the coarser side when you're using our coffee blend, 11 Jackson. That's kind of the texture you're looking for. Still a little coarse, not really at that, espresso style fineness. Now, we do everything on a scale and the pour over technique, and that's just so that we can control our ratios. We're using 17.3 grams of coffee. We're going to add to that 250 grams of water, giving us about a 15-to-1 ratio of water to coffee. Fill up here. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want the water to touch the grounds and you're going to let it bloom. So we're going to try to get, we put about 17.3 grams in. We want to do roughly double that, or 30-40 grams worth of water on the bloom, on the grind, so that they bloom. And we're going to time that. So we're going to start the timer. I'm going to put about 30-40 grams on there. In this case 50 grams. And then we like to stir. So we're going to go in and stir it. As you notice, the gas is coming off of that, these bubbles, and how the whole bed of grounds is swelling. It's letting off a lot of that CO2 and smoothing out really the flavors that you're going to have in the final cup. That's kind of why we do it. Once we get to 45 seconds, we'll continue pouring all the way up until we have our maximum. We pour slowly in a circular motion. Everyone's got their own technique. None of them are wrong. To be honest with you, all of them produce a pretty good cup of coffee. You'll find what works for you. It's not a sin to pour down the side of a V60 regardless of what people tell you. And there, we're up to our 250. We're going to continue to let this drain out. I like to tamp the filter. Let the grinds go into the bottom again so that we get pretty even extraction. And our total pour time should be right in the 220 range. When you're done, as always, you can save your coffee grounds, use them in the garden. If it's during the spring, summer, save them up during the winter until you can use them in the spring, summer. They're make a great additive to the soil. They will enrich the soil, make it a little acidic. A lot of plants do love that. There we go. We get even exit through the bed. We're going to let it drip for a little bit, but it's pretty much done at this point. We're at 228 overall, 229 when I'm stopping it. And that's how we get our 12-ounce cup, our 8-ounce cup of coffee. Obviously, if you want to go larger, you just change the ratios from there, and the taste should stay about the same. We're accounting for the amount of water that's been absorbed by the grounds as well too. So that should deliver you a full 8-ounce cup or traditional cup of coffee. Once again, that's how we brew here in-house at 11 Jackson.